Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and today I'm back to do a layout for a new hop that's started this year called Designer Deep Dive, and the organiser is Tara from the Paper Snob, and each month a designer or manufacturer is picked and we use the supplies that we have to create a layout. So it just helps us creators dig into our supplies that we all love and create something. This month it's Vicki Boutin. I am sure many of us crafters have a ton of her stuff because she's been around a while. I am using her Sweet Rush collection to create a layout today. I've only picked out a few of the supplies from the collection, and I have also got a few bits and pieces from her other collections just to tie it all together. I'll show you the papers and then I'll show you what's in this pile here. Again, I've only just got a few of the papers because I'm only doing one layout, right? I love this rainbow. So this is most likely going to be one of the papers I choose. I love this ledger. I've got multiple copies of this in my stash. I love these waves, and I believe that this would have started my Vicki Boutin obsession. This one's from Colour Study. Sugar Rush and Colour Study I only have bits and pieces of, so I just combine them. I am scrapping late spring, early summer photos today, and they are beach photos. So this collection is perfect for that. In this pile of goodies, I needed some sprinkly bits for finishing touches. So I've got the hearts from Where To Next, and I also have the butterflies and other little bits from Bright and Bold. I've got a stamp set. As you can see, scraps here. I should probably throw them away. I might do that after this layout. I've got the full paper pad of the 6x8 of Sweet Rush. So let's do a quick flip of this. I definitely have plenty of paper to work with. I also have some scraps, and these may be from Colour Study. I might as well see if I can get these on the layout today. I have the hearts, stickers, I've got an alphabet set, and the stencils. I will most likely stick to just using the papers and embellishments today, just to dig in and play and make things easy. I also am going to bring in my notebook punch. I'm not sure yet whether I will bring any dies in. It all just depends on how the layout goes together and what I need. I would like to try and at least keep this simple and uncomplicated. The photos are from last year. We went to Rainbow Beach for my birthday. So I've got a few photos here that I've already got printed out. This is a goanna on a tree. To get to the blowhole here, which is where we are at Rainbow Beach, there is a walking track which has a lot of trees and vegetation. So we've seen this guy on the side of the tree, so of course we got to get a photo of him. And another photo of the blowhole. So you're pretty much walking up. This is all sand here, as you can see, out to the ocean. I've also got some photos of lunch, so that will be on the layout as well. I shared this some time ago. I made a scrapbooking album using Vicki Boutin papers, and this album is to document all my favourite photos of trips away. There is only a few photos in here at the moment, and I thought, since we're doing Vicki Boutin this month, I'll pull this journal out, I'll scrapbook these memories, and it's just win-win. So I'll be doing a 2-page layout. And I will probably end up covering some of this up, because this belongs to Where to Next. This is Fernwood. This is Sweet Rush. The colours work, so we'll just have to see what I end up doing. And I think the photos are going to go like this. I'll show you the sketch. It is the sketch I'm following today is from Scrap a Sketch, and the number of the sketch is 169. I intend to stretch the sketch to 2 pages, and I'm thinking of doing the border punch along the top here. I've cut some papers and I'll be back to show you what I have. I'm back with an update. So I'm looking at this sketch here, and because I'm working with pages that aren't 12 by 12, I'm having to guess what the dimensions are going to be. Just so for interest, it is probably 7 3/4 along and 10 inches down. So I thought maybe 5 by 7. And I just didn't like what I had cut because it just didn't seem to work, and I wanted to also cover up what the paper is behind. So I thought, well, I'll make this the background piece, and I even went to the trouble of cutting these sections to glue on, because I thought, well, I could put a branding strip here to hide the fact that I am a bit short here. I then cut my piece of paper, which is the ledger, because I thought, why not? I've got plenty of sheets of this and I love it, and it matches quite well. So I decided, once I cut this part, why don't I trim the other side to fix what's short at this edge. I hope I'm explaining correctly. So this is the ledger piece, so I cut from this side and this side to create this. And I've just got my offcuts to the side here, just so if I needed a piece, and I can still use this on other layouts. It's got the lines, I can make journaling cards and so forth with this, so this isn't a waste. I pulled the black paper from the 6x8 paper pad to map my photos. I trimmed the borders off just so you can see more of the design of the papers, and I also think it complements the bright colours so well. I will glue what I have down, and then I'll be back to show you how the layout is coming along. I'm back. I've glued my background pieces on, and my photos to the 6x8. I also did some edge punching with another decorative paper from the collection. I also was thinking about journaling because there's not much room on here. A title, which I was going to use these stickers, however they're too big. They just maybe would fit across, but would still overtake the layout. So I plan on just writing celebrating 45, handwriting it on this tag here. I ended up making a 6x4 journaling card out of the leftovers. Remember the ledger I cut up earlier? I'm going to glue this tag to the edge here. I probably will be doing some more embellishing, and I'll write my story. And on this side here, I'll just put celebrating 45, and then I'll have the story. And I will just make this a pocket so I can slide my card inside. So that will take care of the journaling. And then there will just be adding some stickers for embellishment, and going by this, it will end up being very minimal because there isn't much room, and I think it will just look too much. So there'll probably be a few stickers off the sticker sheet. I may try and get the hearts on. We'll see. I'll definitely have room for these hearts and stars, and just a sprinkling of the butterflies maybe. I plan to cut around this viewfinder just to start this cluster off here. And that is my page done. I'll come back and show you shortly what the finished layout looks like. Here is my completed layout, and I am surprised with how much embellishments I managed to get on this layout, considering the space I had left after doing my page design and the photos. I've got one cluster down the side here. I cut out the viewfinder and it does come off the page, and it still is within the cover. So this should be okay when it sits on the shelf. I've got a combination of stickers. I fussy cut the viewfinder out. I've got some puffies and more stickers to finish off the side here. Along the top, I just wanted to add some word bits. Along the top, I wanted to add a clip and more hearts and a butterfly to finish off this cluster. Down this side, I made it a point to put the hearts on. I did take the foam off the back just so there's not the dimension, which I think still looks good. It's got the layering and the stitching of the hearts. And on the side here, I have my journaling card. So I've got my journaling on the side here with a small cluster to finish off the tag here. I will say with projects like this, I do not use adhesive tape. I use proper glue, just so over time things remain in place and the layout stays intact. There is a little bit of warping, but nothing that I would stop doing this for. As you can see, that's just a little bit of warping there. I did add some washi tape with some glue to connect these two pieces of paper together. I will most likely, when I do this layout, cover this up, say to here, so I still have the butterflies. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the process of me putting this together today. Please check out the other wonderful ladies who are also playing along with this hop all year, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.